Hello everybody, my name is Isaiah Rodriguez and it's nice to see you all again. I have a new game planned for us. So instead of I got a couple of games planned for us, and another game that's coming up is the Slender Rising 2. It's this one. I'll show you on the App Store. But I already purchased it. I purchased Slender Rising and Slender Rising 2. But yeah, this Slender Rising 2 is actually extremely scary. I mean, I think it's a really cool game. Slender Rising 2. Yeah, so I already purchased it and I played a little bit of it, but I stopped playing because I didn't want to play it again. But yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I think so. So yeah, but this is a game that's coming up. A game that I have planned for today, instead of Slender Rising 2, is The Room 2. Or actually, I think it's The Room. It's actually, the letter's actually spelled out. The Room 2. Okay, there it is. There, we just saw it. But there it is, The Room 2 by Fireproof Games, Editor's Choice. But this is really cool. If we go to all versions of the reviews, we note that a lot of these people like it. So yeah, that's really cool. Oh, I'm sorry you can't read it because it's what do you call it? It's not portrait. It's landscape. But as you see, if you guys turn it kind of landscape, I think you might see that the reviews have 5 stars. So the point is that it's a pretty cool game. I'm gonna install it and we're gonna play Chapter 1. I think Chapter 1's a really cool game. And sorry again about the landscape version. I had to do that because The Room 2 is also one of those games like Geometry Dash where it has the landscape mode and I can't change it actually back. So I can't change the landscape in The Room 2, but I can change it. I can only change it once while recording. So I only did it because it's recording. So we're just gonna wait here and let it install. And while that happens, I am gonna see if it is possible to go ahead and continue as me. And go ahead and turn on. Okay. Alright, so if you guys want to check out my playlist for all levels in Geometry Dash, this is it right here. I know it's landscape again, but if it's this first one right here, I'll use my cursor, this first one right here. This first one right here. It says all levels in Geometry Dash. It's complete. So it's done. See, there's 20 videos. I uploaded one. My next video is going to be, hopefully, I haven't uploaded yet, Ultimate Deadlocked. Ultimate Deadlocked is, what do you call it? Is when you collect all the 3 coins in Deadlocked. And getting all the 3 coins is actually pretty easy.
Because if you can have it, I can have it. Where's our milk?
It's in the fridge.
No, like the almond milk.
Oh yeah, it's in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's this rectangle milk. Sorry about that. I was talking to my cousin just for a little bit. But really, if you guys look in there, it's right here. Okay, so go to playlist and stuff. Yeah. All right. That was it. So we just gotta wait here until I guess it is done, and then we can work it. This is another game I was thinking about going back with. My Monsters. This is my Singing Monsters. This is the game I was telling you about I don't record anymore. But because I'm recording with Airshow, I think it might be kind of better. But I haven't really thought of it just yet because it was the letterboxing in there was just horrible. Like seriously, I'm not able to actually like press the buttons. Like actually like press the buttons inside my Singing Monsters because it's one of those landscape games. I don't think there's a game that actually requires, that actually controls a landscape on it. Like something like Flappy Bird is not landscape, I don't think. It might be. I mean, it might be, it might not be. I think it is. Well, I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, so it's about done. Alright, there it goes. The Room 2, so there it is. We're gonna go ahead and play it. Like I said, I already purchased it, therefore I already played the full game actually on a separate device. I haven't actually played this game in a long time, but I remember most of it. So instead, this is going to be a gameplay. This is actually going to be a gameplay and walkthrough. So this is going to be much more of a walkthrough. I might name it walkthrough. But yeah, this is going to be a walkthrough. The Room 2 walkthrough. Let's get started, guys. We're going to play Chapter 1. I know how to do Chapter 1 because it's easy. But yeah, so let's get started. So Chapter 1 isn't really hard. It gives you a very small tutorial. So we're going to go to New Profile. And I'm going to enter my name, Isaiah. I don't care. Alright, but there we go. The Room 2. I said it inside the tune. I don't know why. The Room 2. The Room 2. That's super cool. And you see, this is a really cool talisman, and you actually get to move it around, which is really cool. So, and that's what this game is about. You can move things around and move yourself. It's really three-dimensional. As it said inside the review, it's actually really cool once you play it. So it's in fact, it's actually has so much space in it that it's not available for Android devices, sadly. So none of the Fireproof games are um are in there for that. So sadly, yeah. Well, anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna click New Game, and the music just starts over from the beginning once it's done. And so here you are. You end up in here, and already you can actually tap the screen. And so you can actually swipe around to look, which is super cool. It has a really cool interface. And it says double tap on the note to focus. So this note right here. So what you're going to do is just double tap it. And then it's going to ask you to swipe to open. You see how it's making an arrow? That's exactly what you got to do. Kind of like open the arrow. Now it says, if my calculations are correct, then this is where you will emerge. Welcome, friend. We have much to share. Now you are blind, but I have left you provision to see. Provision means to like be provided to see that your passage might be shorter than mine. I am forced to conceal it somewhere in this room and trust in your wits to uncover it. I am not the only ghost in this place. Ooh. I don't remember reading that part. I am not the only ghost in this place. I think I remember. I am not the... So are we a ghost? I don't know. I was told that this chapter is pretty random. The eyepiece is broken. Tap back on the icon. Exit inventory. Yeah, so when you're playing this game, there's like an arrow button right here that you can actually enter it. So you can just keep pressing that button and it will take you out. And it's gonna ask you to pinch to zoom out. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom out. I'm sorry. Zoom out further to view the rest of the room. Double tap the other table. So there's two tables in this chapter. One right here and one over there. But yeah, double tap on the round box. So this is going to be really cool. They have puzzles in here. And what I mean by puzzles that you guys will find out. Hold on. So push the button. Need to push the button. So here we go. So a puzzle looks like some sort of objects that can be moved. So this is really cool because you can actually move this around using your thumb. And then you're supposed to just basically kind of like put it in like that. And it's so cool how it just like snaps on like you can't even move it back. So it's super cool. And then it kind of goes like that. So you kind of like move it right there. And then move it right there. And then it's going to ask you to slide open the drawer. So you're supposed to pull in and slide open it. And it's so cool because inside this it looks like we are a ghost because you don't see our thumb actually like pulling it, which is super cool. So tap the lens to pick it up. A peculiar looking lens. So that's really cool. Now we're going to wear the eyepiece. So the eyepiece is there for objects that are otherwise hidden, like I just said. So like if you're playing this game and you don't really know what to do, check the eyepiece. The eyepiece is something really helpful. The small piece of shaped a small piece of shaped metal. There we go. All right, so explore the room. Now this is the part where we're on our own. So let's double tap on this tape. I'm gonna help you guys out. What you do is that you're gonna double tap here, where there's two. The panel appears to be missing two shaped pieces. That's where they gave us this first piece, right there. All right, so now we got the first shape piece. It looks like another piece is still missing. It's this one right here. The hexagonal shape has been carved into stone, which is true. So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go on the other table. Now it's not really hard to find, but you gotta keep your eyes open. It's right here, right here. That's where the other hexagonal shape is, right there. So what you do is gonna double tap there, and you're gonna just tap it, and then it's gonna give you it. An inventory object found, a small piece of shaped metal. Then you're gonna go here, back here, and you're gonna just go put it back, right where it belongs. And then you're supposed to like match it, which isn't really hard. Just look what I'm doing. All right, a strong brass sphere. Looks like it belongs somewhere. It does. It belongs. This strong brass sphere belongs in here. Now, there you open it. Now it's going to ask you for a combination. I already know the combination, but if you guys choose to find it yourself, the combination is actually right here. Right here. S right there. That's the combination right there. Just look at the note and put on the eyepiece. Will help you out. So now all you gotta do is kind of like enter this combination: S E S W N, and then it gets supposed to give you this. No, a medallion. Now it says that looks interesting. I should take a closer look. So basically what they mean by interesting, I should take a closer look. You're supposed to actually click the medallion, and there are some pieces where you actually have to move them before you actually put them. So I'll help you out. This medallion is supposed to go right here. You see it's a square shape and it's not a circle shape. You're supposed to click it, and there's two arrows pointing outwards. What you do is that you're going to pull them at the same time. And that happens. And now just place it on here. And then it's supposed to open this thing up, which is actually super cool. I think it's really cool. Oh, there's a letter right here I didn't tell you guys about. Let's read it. Mr. Rigby, 23rd October 1883. Wow. Mr. Rigby, suffice meaning kind of like, I don't want to say it. Suffice it to say that I do not share my colleagues' faith in your character. Were it up to me, I should not engage a man of such low breeding and even lower station as yourself. The very thought of taking a grave robber into our service chills my stomach, but as Mr. de Montfaucon is fond of saying, needs must as the devil drives. It fails to me, then, to brief you in your ungodly task, as you should be well aware, you shall only be paid upon your successful return with the artifact. Should you find yourself having any ideas otherwise, I must stress you to that. Wow, the question mark button will glow in a new... Oh, I'm going to turn that off, because I already know everything. So, hold on, let me go to options. To turn it off, guys, just go to options and turn off hints. Go to back and then resume. So it says, it falls to me, then to brief you in your ungodly task, as you should be well aware, you shall only be paid upon your successful return with the artifact. Should you find yourself having any ideas otherwise, I must stress you to that while the artifact is of enormous value, it is only of value within a certain small community of researchers. It is not for the eyes or hands of an uneducated man such as yourself. I unconditionally demand that you do not interact with the object in any way. It might prove incredibly dangerous for you to do so. It is an instrument of great power and should not be interfered with by inferior minds. Well, I'm pretty sure the object is not this object right here. This object right there. So what you guys are going to do, and they said this game was really random too, so there's going to be kind of like random stuff here. So we're going to go ahead and actually, you see these red ones? We're going to go ahead and just like shine them. And they're going to glow on themselves. And if I take it off, we can't actually see them, so we need to actually put on the, what do you call it? Because there's actually no light without it. So now we're going to go ahead, there's one up there. So then we're going to go right here. And the next one I think is like right there. No, so now that all three of them in here, it gives us the option to advance to the next level. No, we got to solve another puzzle before we advance to the next level. And then we're going to move it right here so it forms kind of like a house. Right there, like that. And by the way, that symbol of the house is kind of like every part of this game. Like, I think it's actually like a clue, and actually yes. And I think it's a clue for us to escape this dimension. So it's like a dimension that we have to escape in using this symbol. And then we're supposed to like match it like that. So wait, did I do it too fast, guys? Did you guys catch on to that? You're supposed to like kind of like match into the house with it. And so as long as I helped you with that, I'm pretty sure I'm fine. Alright. Alright, well I guess that's it. We have completed the we completed the first chapter. So it says, you have done well to emerge from the crypt. Oh, that's the name of it. Sound of both mind and spirit. Though I fear this is the only beginning of your trials. Whoa, so this is still the start. So this one's called Illumination. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and actually get started on the next one on our next video. But guys, if you really like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and leave a like and comment if you have to, and we will go ahead and see you next time. Bye bye.